I guess we're ready. Okay, now we're ready, everybody. Okay, we've got everything figured out. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to stay quiet and let Mary do the intro.
Why me? Welcome back to Two Blind Mice. Oh. Okay.
Are we live now?
Oh. Oh, well, thanks for taking the banner off my face.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome back to Two Blind Mice.
Expert Productions here.
Yeah, welcome back to Two Blind Mice.
Have you ever
I'm
wanted
Mary,
to host your show?
aka Vanna, and my guest host is.
Guest host?
Oh, I mean
I'm
the
your
other Two
co-host.
Blind Mice. Co-host is Philip. Hi, say hi, Philip.
You're very good at this.
No, I'm not. You're better.
Oh, right.
Go ahead.
All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's episode of the Two Blind Mice Show. My name is Philip, and this is my lovely co-host, Vanna, aka my wife, Mary. And we are coming to you live today, Monday, November the 4th. And it's hard to believe we're less than, I know.
Tomorrow's election day.
Don't forget to vote for the right one. Hint, hint, hint. Anyway, here we are. We've been gone for quite a bit. We've been kind of busy. We're tired of flying. We don't want to fly anymore.
Our arms are tired.
Yeah, might even try it on a plane next time. But for now, we had quite a busy summer. But let me go to something before we go and recap what we're going to do. You know, what happened was on August the 4th, we were on a plane to Seattle. And August the 4th is our actual anniversary date for the Two Blind Mice Show. So we weren't able to do it from the plane, obviously, because, well,
it's a plane.
The plane. Wi-Fi isn't that good.
No.
And so we were in Seattle from August the 4th till September the
20th.
Well, no. Well, yeah.
Oh, 17th.
19th.
Whatever. I don't remember.
Well, we both got it wrong. We were there to September the 9th. I just remembered that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Seattle was okay. I'm sorry. You know, I've been to Seattle when I could see it. It's a beautiful city. I love being there. I love visiting there. And the thing about it is, we went this time, and really, I'm sorry, Seattleians or what, Seattleites, whatever you call yourself. Your politics have ruined that city, and it wasn't fun for us. We had every plan to explore the Seattle area using the apps that are available to us. In other words, we wanted to be an example of what we talk about. But it was just not safe for us to do so. We didn't want to take give anybody the opportunity to take advantage of our vision loss. So we didn't do much.
Let's just say they close ice cream shops at 7 p.m. everywhere. You can figure that one out.
If you're on meth, you'll know what I'm saying.
If you're a meth addict, you'll know what we're doing.
That's not me.
That's not us. So we couldn't get ice cream after 7.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
The weather was great, though.
Weather was wonderful. We didn't have many days over 70 something.
We slept under the blankets at night with the windows open.
Window open, no air conditioned. Whole time I was there, no air conditioning. Oh no, you could live without air conditioning. I didn't.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Okay, in Seattle was the first time we tried some real, authentic Chinese food. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that'll burn your biscuits.
Ooh, I loved it. I loved every ounce of it. And we also did some dim sum, which is something we've never done before. It's hard to explain as to what dim sum is, unless Mary wants to try.
Well, it's like a pot sticker that's like steamed in these little round pots, and they come around your table, and you can pick what you want. It's almost like a dumpling. It's really good. I liked it a lot. I had shrimp ones and pork belly, all kinds of stuff. It was really good.
It was really good.
We had Thai, which was fantastic.
I had not had
Thai food
before.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I gained weight. I'm not stupid enough to say this, that Mary did too, because I'd be sleeping on the couch tonight, so that's not going to help.
Clam chowder. We went to famous clam chowder house.
Oh my God. I don't like seafood, but that one got me hooked. And we do it again. So anyway, now
donuts, lots of donuts.
So
lots of bagels, lots of coffee for me.
Okay. Hey, Safeway, we could use some money. You make great donuts, man.
They do.
They make great donuts. So,
Safeway donuts.
Hit us up. We'll send you an email. You send us a check. We'll all be happy. Okay. I'll keep plugging your donuts. I don't care. They were doggone good. I could not believe it.
We don't have a Safeway.
Now we don't have a Safeway where we live, so
We got HEB, but anyways.
and they're okay, especially when you compare to Safeway. So okay, so we were in Seattle a lot of the time, had a good time, sort of staying in an Airbnb, blah 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 blah. And then on September the 9th, we ended up on Quantum of the Seas, one of the largest cruise ships out there.
Huge. 16?
16
Yeah.
decks.
16 decks. We went on every single deck, pretty much. All the way up to 16.
We did.
Yeah.
And it was
Went to the donut. I mean,
Okay.
the hot dog place up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, guys. Mary will tell you in a bit, but in my situation, okay, we got an ADA stateroom. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. This room was so big. It had a king-size bed. Now, if you've ever been on a cruise, you go into that stateroom on a regular cabin, you might as well be a bunch of sardines sleeping standing. Okay, let's face it. They're not that big. You know, I'm exaggerating. They're not that big. But this one, it was like a 4-star hotel.
It had a full-size couch.
Full-size couch, king-size bed, plenty of room to walk around in. The restroom was 88, so it was huge.
Full-size like shower.
So I kudos to Royal Caribbean. And here's the cool thing about this. Oh, this thing I got a kick out of, even though I can't see. To clarify, for me, I can distinguish between light and dark. That's pretty much it. So I couldn't figure out, when I looked at a certain part of the room, why there was always light. And I couldn't figure it out, especially since our stateroom was inside.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we didn't have a window. Well, leave it to Royal Caribbean to come. Hey, Royal Caribbean, you want to send us a check? Hey, hint, we're plugging you, man.
We'll go on a new cruise. We'll go on another one.
So anyway, so here's the deal. What Royal Caribbean did is essentially they got a flash screen TV, put it up vertically, and they do a camera feed to the screen. So it looks like you're looking at a porthole in real time when the ship is wherever it is, whether it's sailing or a port, you're looking at your window. Now, I can't see, but hey, be me and me being me. Let's open up, be my eyes. So that's how I found out what was going on, because it was driving me crazy. Why is there always light here? Of course, it was never light at night. Well, there's no light in the nighttime. So I kind of put two and two together pretty quick. So there we go. And I took a picture, and that's how I found out what they were doing. I was impressed. I was really
real nice.
It was really nice. It was great. It was deal. And so anyway, we went with a group of about 50 other blind people. Had some sighted guides. We went my Mary's daughter and her husband. They did a great job in guiding us around.
And some of the other people too.
And some of the other people too. And we even helped other people too. And there was one point where we got separated, Mary and I, and hey, we managed to find our stateroom on our own.
Yeah.
So
we almost went down a flight of stairs, but somebody stopped us. Thank you, that little girl. She says, "You're gonna go down the stairs." I'm like, "Oh no!" Remember?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it.
No, we didn't.
So, and here's the great thing. Like I said, we won the group of about 50 other blind people. So there were some live shows, and here's the great thing about it is, I can't remember if it was our travel agent Katie White that booked it or Royal Caribbean that booked it themselves, but they contracted an audio describer for the live shows, and we could just hear, of course, the music, but he was describing it so well, we were like, wow. Over and over again because of what he was describing. And here's one of the offshoots of that. It was a rocky trip on a couple of nights. Yes. And I have one question for all the Royal Caribbean dancers. And if you know one, I want to know how in the world they can stand on those high heels, dancing, carrying somebody over their heads, whatever it is they're doing when the ship is rocking like 50 feet from one side to the other. I don't get it.
We have 18-foot waves or something?
Yeah.
That night? Two nights we had real bad waves.
So the ship was really rocking.
I only had a 2-inch heel on. Not fun.
We looked like a bunch of drunks.
Yeah, we did. We didn't have anything.
So, question to anybody, if anybody knows any Royal Caribbean dancer, I'd like to know how they maintain their balance, because
the shows were fantastic.
That was impressive.
The shows were fantastic.
The food was good.
We went to Chopped on my daughter's birthday, September 11th. We each had a pound of beef, right? Each.
Huge steak. It was good. It was
bigger than my face. I don't know.
It's bigger than you think it is. So anyway.
So it's my butt. But anyway.
I didn't say that. So, we had a great time on that cruise. We were planning on doing a show, but the Wi-Fi wasn't good. It was satellite based. So it was kind of cloudy
was
a lot of the
glitchy.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was glitchy, so we weren't able to do a show. Here's a tip for you guys: if you are visually impaired, contact Royal Caribbean Accessibility. Tell them that you are visually impaired and you use apps to help you see, and you can get free Wi-Fi the duration of your cruise.
And that's $29 a day otherwise.
Yeah, so
You get it free because you're blind.
Yeah.
We got Phil and I both got it free.
yeah,
Our
we did.
phones were, it was glitchy, but we were able to use it somewhat.
Yeah, we use Be My Eyes more than we use Be My Eyes to describe our stop in Skagway, in Juneau. I think we even did it in Sitka.
We didn't get off in Juneau.
No, we took pictures from them. But
Yeah.
we did Be My Eyes. So, we were able to get an idea as to what it looked like. I had been there to Alaska when I was sighted. And let me tell you, if you are experiencing progressive vision loss and you still get some, jump on that ship, go have yourself some fun, because many will disagree probably, especially those who are not living in the United States. But Alaska is one of the most beautiful regions in the world, in my opinion.
If you have a chance to go on one that goes to Alaska and to Canada, I went into Victoria, and it was so fantastic. Phil got sick with a cold, so my daughter and my son-in-law, we went into Victoria. I got to see Parliament. I had high tea. I saw a bagpiper. He was playing his bagpipes. Horse-drawn carriages. It was so wonderful. And guess what? In Canada, they have APSs. And there was one that sounded like a bird. It goes, bloop, 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 bloop. And then
Do that again.
it sounded like a bird, but it isn't what I can do. And people got out of my way.
One more time.
Anyways,
I'll give you a treat later.
I'll get a treat. Yay! And I had some beaver. I had beaver tail. What else did I have?
Explain what a beaver tail is before.
Oh, beaver tail is this fried bread with all kinds of good chocolate and stuff on it. I had beaver sausage, which is not really made out of a beaver. I hope not, because I ate that.
Somebody called PETA.
And I experienced my first earthquake while in Canada. I was not drunk. I was not drunk. I was eating a beaver tail, and the ground was coming up to me. It felt really weird. And I'm like, is the ground moving? And my son-in-law goes, no, it's probably your sea legs. And I said, no, the ground's moving. Sure enough, we were having an earthquake at the exact time that I said the earth was moving. Really weird.
Yeah, we found out about it after the fact.
Yeah, it was really weird. People in Canada are really nice and sweet, and they're fantastic. And they actually have sense of humor. Who knew?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Phil didn't get to go, huh?
I didn't get to go. I
Too
had to
bad.
stay in the room. Hey.
It was the best part of my whole trip. It was.
Damn.
I loved it. It was the
Kick
best
me-
part.
Because I wasn't there.
No,
Okay.
no.
I get it.
That's not why. That's not why.
Hey,
The
I
weather-
got to watch the Astros play, and I
weather
got to
was
watch
wonderful.
the Texans play. So it was a good day after all.
The weather was like 60 degrees, just a sweater and jeans, and man, you're comfortable. Yeah.
So that's what we did between August the 4th, and we returned to Seattle on the 19th. We were there until the 21st. We flew back, and we came home, and we're here now. And the fact is, we really weren't done because, well, before I get into that, this is our related second anniversary show.
Mm-hmm.
This show cannot be done without you guys, our listeners and viewers, but it also can be done without our guests. And we had quite a bit of guests this past year. We had Dave Epstein from Aware Wolf Gear. If you're not familiar with Dave Epstein, go to awarewolfgear.com.
He's got a new cane now.
awarewolf.com. Or I'm sorry, awarewolfgear.com. He's got the all-terrain cane and the
And he's got a new
new Urban Explorer
Yes.
cane.
Yes.
Uh,
Which I want one so bad.
they're durable.
Christmas list. New cane. Sorry.
Did you hear that, Dave?
Mm.
Okay.
Not from Dave.
So
Well, kind of from Dave, but from you.
anyway, so thank you to Dave Epstein for coming on. We hope that his business does prosper. And before I keep going any further,
Thanks for all two canes.
Yeah, he did give us a couple of all-terrain canes. They're fantastic. They're very durable. They're great for those who hike, and we recommend that at the least look into them. I think you'll like them. We're not disappointed with them at all. So on those deals, before I forget, is, we've been promoting this. We're still promoting this throughout the holiday season. If you're a person or know a person who is visually impaired and wants to promote their business on our show, please feel free to contact us. We'll get you scheduled in. That's no problem. The only qualification we get is that the item that you're selling does not exceed a $500 amount per product. Okay. And the reason for that being is a lot of people with visual impairments have difficulty making ends meet. So we're trying to get what they need, what they want at a reasonable cost. At the same time, we want to promote your business, and we do hope that it does prosper on there. If you want to come on our show to do that, send us an email to show.tbms@outlook.com. We'll get you scheduled in.
Who else did we have on the chat?
I forget his last name. It was Idan from Right Here.
Right here, yeah.
I believe Darren Reed also was on here. And if you're not familiar with Right Here, I really wish we had it where we live. It's not. It's being done in different locations at any given time. They have announced that I think they partnered. No,
they're in California, Sacramento, I believe.
Yeah, they're in
the college. I think they put it in one of the colleges over there.
Yeah, they're doing it a little bit at a time, it seems, but I get the funny feeling they're doing a little bit more than they letting us know.
Yep.
But if you're not familiar with Right Here, go to righthere.com, and that's RIGHT-HEAR.com. And Right Here allows you to navigate in a building. If you're familiar with navigation apps, you go from point A to point B by going a mile, 2 miles, and turning right, going another 1,000 feet, and you're at your destination. Well, what happens when you get to your destination? You go inside the building. What do you do then? Well, you're on your own mostly. Well, Right Here's got that covered. What they're doing is they're putting up beacons inside different businesses, buildings, organizations, whatever it is that they do, and it pinpoints different locations inside a building. In other words, if they've partnered with a grocery company, you can walk into Right Here, open up the Right Here app, and you'll be able to find out exactly where the toy department is, where the
aisles,
whatever they are, and everything like that. It'll take you directly to what you're looking for. So we want to thank you, Don, from Right Here.
Oh yeah, is Target starting to do that? Speaking of, where is it? Sorry, guys. Look what Mary's got.
They can't see her.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. Blind Barbie, blind Barbie, blind Barbie. I bought them all out of Target.
Yeah, she did.
If you're looking for some, try Target. I can't see her, but my daughter, I gave her one when I was there. And she says she's going to keep it in the box and wait until she gets her own job, and she's going to display it as soon as she gets finished with college.
What's a blind Barbie?
Blind Barbie, she has a white cane, I believe. Am I right? Sunglasses? She's not blonde. She's actually brunette.
Yeah, she is.
You know what they need to do? CNI dog. Guide dog Barbie.
Give them time. And if you're not familiar with it, this was collaborated by Mattel and the American Federation of the Blind. So I think that was a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it is a great idea, and I think it represents, and I'm glad that they did.
Sorry, I sidetracked Target. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway, going back to Right Here. Okay. So then, okay. What do we have?
We had Wonderland.
Oh.
Morgan's Wonderland.
Yeah. This is we're doing this is what we're doing. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. We're just going to keep going. We have Morgan's Wonderland, and Morgan's Wonderland is an organization in San Antonio, and they are dedicated to having their properties fully accessible. And one of the things that they do have is Morgan's Wonderland. Morgan's Wonderland is an amusement park dedicated to anybody with a disability. That's how accessible it is, and honestly, I can't wait to go.
And it's free.
It's free to anybody with a disability. Your caregivers, unfortunately, do have to pay.
And it has a water park, too.
Yeah. And it's all accessible. In other words, if you want to get in the Ferris wheel, the way I understood it, they're going to take you up there with your wheelchair.
They have that other thing. What is it? That line where you get on it? Oh.
The line where you get on it.
I don't remember. Sorry.
The line where the zip line?
Zip line. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My brain's not working. Zip line for people with disabilities. You can get on the zip line.
So we do want to thank Morgan's Wonderland for coming on the show. I think that was one of our best shows for this past year.
It was really good.
Frankly, put a lump in our throat.
I cried 3 times. She really did her job very well.
She did, and we can't wait to meet them in person. We do have plans to go this coming spring. We do hope that we can make it. And for us, it's only 4 hours away.
It's in San Antonio, Texas.
And if you live in Texas, 4 hours away, it's not a long
and try
drive.
it, yeah. Also, we had Renee. What's her
We
name?
had Renee Rentmister, or Rent.
How do you say her last
I'm going to try it again. We had Renee Rentmeester of Cooking Without Looking coming on the show. We talked about what she does, and as you can guess, Cooking Without Looking is a bunch of blind people who cannot see while they're cooking.
And we did her show. We did a Cooking Without Looking.
A quid pro quo, and she invited us to come on her show about a month after she appeared, and we prepared
cordon bleu,
stuffed chicken cordon bleu. Ooh, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. And then also we had. We decided to do a perspective from a user's point of view instead of a developer's point of view. So we invited Connie Hoffman Ellis out of South Dakota, one of the Dakotas.
One of the Dakotas.
If you're listening, Connie, sorry. So we wanted a user's perspective from the new Meta glasses, and she had nothing but great things to say. And if I'm not mistaken, on her YouTube page, she is still talking about the Meta glasses. So if I'm hearing a lot of good stories, a lot of very positive reviews from users of Meta glasses.
Oh, put that on your Christmas list. Just saying, Christmas is coming up. It's under $500.
Is anybody noticing the Christmas list?
It's getting longer.
It's one-sided. It's one-sided. I ain't getting a doggone thing. Well, I did get a doggone thing. Anyway. So anyway, we had her come on, and she did talk about that. And she did. Then we had Gina Martin from Diverse Abilities, and she has a great outlook on how to address issues regarding disability from a very professional.
I wish I would have known her when I first went blind. Like, I think she could have helped me get through it.
Yeah,
she's so knowledgeable.
She is
coping with blindness.
If you ever get the opportunity, go to diverseabilities.com, and I think you can get. I'm sure you can get in touch with her. We did. Haha. So anyway.
And then we had Gino.
Oh, and okay, guys, we had Gino Marks and Clan.
The whole crew and cast.
From not the whole crew, but the majority of the crew.
Most of them.
And if you're not familiar with what they're doing, is they're trying to promote a sitcom that is visually impaired for visually impaired people by visually impaired people, and it's a great comedy. We do have a episode of it. We're not allowed to share because they've asked us not to. But we still have it, and it's funny, guys. If you're not familiar with Don't Look Now, look it up on YouTube. I know they do have a YouTube channel. Look it up and just help them out. I mean, it'd be great. In my opinion, if all their episodes are going to be as good as the pilot, it's going to be a hilarious show from a blind perspective because you'll get the innuendo. It's just funny. It really is. So I'm hoping for the best, Gino Marks and company. I hope they do get picked up, and I really do. I mean, I think this would be just something fun to be, to listen to, and it's full and great audio description too.
It's funny. And we had Lindsay.
We had I'm going to try to pronounce her name correctly because I kind of forgot what her last name was pronounced, but my voiceover pronounces it Lindsay Lucine, but it's not that. And if I think I pronounced it correctly, and Lindsay, if you're listening, sorry, but I think it's Lindsay Lucine.
Yeah,
something like that. And she's from Vision Loss Travel. I think she recently changed her group's page name. The name escapes me right now. And what she focuses on is what's it like to travel when you have a visual impairment. And she does have monthly Zoom meetings on different topics involving vision loss and traveling. I think tomorrow,
Tuesdays. I know that.
Yeah, she's doing one on vision loss, travel, and outdoor activities, sports.
Oh, okay.
I believe she sent me the link to the Zoom meeting. So, if I have time tomorrow, I'll participate. I pretty much often do.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, tomorrow's election day, so we'll see.
Yeah. So we had Lindsay, and then
we had the guy from Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here. Okay. This is twofold, guys. This is a twofold thing going on. Okay. We did have Cole Johnson of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department come on the show. We talk about how the state of Texas is making all of their parks, including the ones that are not required to become accessible. They are working to make them all accessible to anyone with a disability. And when I started touching on that topic with Cole and one of his cohorts, I said, why not have a camp for the blind so everybody can participate? So Cole and us are working on trying to see if we can do an event for October 2025. More than likely during Hawaii Cane Week, where we can all meet at the center, one of the largest, most beautiful state parks within Texas, and it's centralized. So if you want to travel from outside of the country, you can travel
Outside of the states.
the country too.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we're trying to host an event for people with vision loss, and we're trying to make it a free event, okay, for anybody who participates. We're hoping to get sponsors to help us raise funds. We're hoping developers do the same thing, make a donation, and they can come and display their wares and everything like that. We want to make it free, and when I say free, I mean free. I mean we provide the tents or sleeping quarters, meals, activities, all that for free. Now, if it's free, somebody's got to pay for it. So again, I am looking for sponsors to do that. So if you know of someone that's willing to say, hey, we'll give you some money to do this, send them our way. Again, our email is show.tbms@outlook.com.
Do we have anybody else? Is that it?
No, hold on, I'm not done yet. No, I'm still talking about it. Oh, God. So that's what we're working on. I'm going to go ahead, once this video gets uploaded, first thing in the morning.
What? Sorry.
That wasn't me. What you heard was not me. Okay, I'll explain why and who it is in a minute. I'll put the link to our GoFundMe account in the morning. Okay, so as soon as this gets uploaded, I'll go ahead and put it on there. So we really would appreciate it if you can make a donation towards this. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $5, $5,000. We don't care. We're just trying to make it a fun event for everybody who's experiencing one level of vision loss or another. Just because we can't see doesn't mean we can't hike. Okay, so that's what we're working on. And I'm trying to go through it without having to go into my notes. Who else did we have going on?
We had our travel agent,
Oh,
Katie White.
well, as we mentioned, we went on a cruise in September. And prior to that, we had our guest Katie White from Magical Moments Vacations. Hint, tell us to check us in the mail. But anyway, she was very great as a travel agent. Yeah. She was very responsive to the issues involving people with vision loss. She kept us updated on all the daily events that was going on. We didn't miss anything unless we had to.
Yeah, we missed the 80s trivia. But...
I know. Hey, but I knocked it out of the park when we did anagrams.
Oh, yeah, we won. We made some enemies on board because we won.
Yeah, we came in late and I still won.
And he won.
Yeah.
Without even using a piece of paper or a pencil. Just his brain.
Just my brain.
He won. Anyways.
So we had Katie White on there, and if you ever want to consider looking at someone that might help you create a cruise for someone with vision loss, you can contact Katie White at Katie, meaning KATIE .White WHITE at MMV agent AGENT.com. She'll give you the entire scoop on how to set up a vacation. She'll help you how to do it and make sure that you get from where you live to where you need to go to where you're going to sail. She's got it all covered. She's very good at this. I may even reach out to her and do a post cruise show later on this year or early next year so that she can promote her. I think she was great.
She was great. She even left us a bag outside of our room with little rubber duckies in it that you're supposed to hide around the cruise, and a little thing to put our room card in, the lanyard or whatever. Lanyard. Yeah. And some other things for the
She was very good. So you got to understand, members of her family are also visually impaired. So she's got a front row seat when it comes to, interacting with people with vision loss.
And she came by one of the nights that we dressed kind of fancy. She goes, "I love your dress." I said, "Thank you."
She was talking to me.
Oh, I thought she was talking to you.
No, she was talking to me.
Oh, well, I thought your dress was nicer than mine. But anyways.
Yeah. So,
competition.
So, the thing about it is we had all these guests come on the show, and without them, we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to watch us every 2 weeks. Yakking away.
Dancing with the Barbie. With the Barbie.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Okay. So, again, but let's not also forget our viewers, guys. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for following us. Thank you for sharing us. And I mean, we just can't do enough.
And our viewers have gone up. Thank you guys for liking us on YouTube, and our viewers have gone up. Right, we're up to bigger numbers now.
We've actually combined have gone over 200 followers. Guys, we'd love to make it to at least 1,000. Share the word. Share the word. And frankly, it's beneficial to us because it gives you the opportunity to be monetized. And the reason they're being monetized is not so we can go on more cruises or anything like that. The fact of the matter is that any money that we get in donations to the show goes to our nonprofit charity, the White Cane Project. And what we're doing with that is we're providing navigation canes for people around the world.
And training, hopefully.
And working towards send O&M instructors or pay for O&M instructors that are already in their area. Can't do it without you. So the more followers we get, or the better chance of getting ourselves monetized. It gives us the opportunity to share what we do with everybody around the world. Okay, can't do this without you guys. So get the word out. So that's what happened this summer.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't want to see a jet plane.
I don't want to be on a plane
For at least another 6 months. Okay. Ugh.
I'm sick of planes.
And to be honest,
my arms are so tired. Sorry, that was a dad joke.
It was an old dad joke.
Yeah, it was an old dad joke. Sorry about that.
So the thing is about me, I had my last plane ride last Saturday, and it was a great plane ride, and it was a special plane ride, and this is why.
I know why. Didn't you get bumped up to first class?
I didn't.
I thought you did.
Nope.
Who did?
She did.
Who's she?
The other woman in my life.
What? Are you cheating on me?
I went to Guiding Eyes for the Blind in New York City. Well, Yorktown Heights. I went there. I arrived oh God, guys. Oh my gosh. I had the ugliest flying experience. I'm not going to mention any airlines. Okay. I'm going to be discreet about that. I left from where I live at 11:30 in the morning. And I arrived an hour later in Houston, George Bush to be exact. I can see the airport because there's a lot of airlines there. And the airline that I was on was delayed because I was flying to Newark, and Newark was delaying flights because of weather. And I was supposed to leave at 1:50 p.m. Central Time. They bumped it back to 3 o'clock, 3:20. They finally get us on the plane. Yay, we're ready to go. La-di-da. 45 minutes later, they're telling us, get off the plane because this plane ain't going to fly.
Oh.
And okay. So then, guess what? Keep getting notifications. You're not going to board right at this time. We're going to push you back. Finally, we got on a plane at 9 o'clock that night. Mind you, I left at 11:30 from the house.
Yep.
Okay. So we get on the plane. 30 minutes later, get off the plane. This plane ain't going to fly. So we get off the plane. Now, every time we went from plane to plane, we went from gate to gate, guys. And I'll give credit to the George Bush International Airport. Or is it Intercontinental? Intercontinental Airport. Apparently, I don't know if mine was a unique experience, but it seems like they have a policy now that when someone with a disability needs assistance, that assistance stays with you until you go into the plane. So I had this wonderful young lady, nursing student, as it turns out.
Oh, good for her.
Just keep an eye on me. Stay with me. We talked for hours. 6 hours.
6 hours.
And the only reason we talked for 6 hours because she had to get off at 9 o'clock. So I finally get on a plane. Yay. 10 o'clock. I'll give you one guess what happened after 30 minutes.
That plane ain't going to fly.
That plane ain't going to fly. I'm like, oh my gosh. By that point, everybody's bent out of shape, and rightfully so. Okay, now here's the thing. Get off the plane, and I overheard the maintenance crew mention that the problem was this certain part of the plane. Now, I'm an aviation enthusiast, so I follow a lot of aviation stuff, and the part that they mentioned needed to be replaced or repaired was the same part that made I think it was an Alaska or Southwest airplane where part of it fell off.
It was a Delta, was it?
No, it was Southwest or Alaska. It fell off.
Oh, Southwest. No.
and they were flying with a hole in the side of the
Oh
plane.
yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Same point. I'm like, oh gosh,
it's
no,
softness.
no. And so we go off the plane. 10 minutes later, the gate agent says, "Sorry, everyone, we're gonna have to switch it to another gate because this plane ain't gonna fly."
3 planes that can't fly.
And as soon as she said that, the pilot comes out of the gate and says, "No, we're going."
Okay.
Now, can you imagine my mixed feelings about this? I don't want to stay there, but do I really want to fly in a plane that's already had issues? I placed my life in God's hands.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the great thing about it. Since we had been there 12 hours, people started rebooking.
Mm.
So over half the passengers went on other planes, which meant I got an entire row to myself.
Yay.
The bad thing is I arrived in Newark at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it's another hour and 50-minute drive to Guiding Eyes for the Blind. I went into my dorm room at 5:15. By 5:30, that was it. I'm gone. I was exhausted. Okay, now Guiding Eyes for the Blind was very apologetic for what happened, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell anybody from Guiding Eyes that's listening to this, don't worry about it. Let it go. What's done is done. It was beneficial. I had a fantastic time. And what happened was I ended up training for a guide dog with Guiding Eyes for 2 weeks. And I walked over 20 miles in training with my guide dog. Now, my first guide dog. Okay. Now, before I give you a quick update of my week with my doggy, I want to give a shout out to my other classmates that were there. Okay. Rob and Bingo, his guide dog. Nice guy. I've never met anybody so knowledgeable about geography. You mentioned a part of the planet, he knew about it.
Wow.
I wanted to ask him, dude, is there anywhere you haven't been? He knew it. Okay. And then there's Dan, low-key, kind of nice guy, pretty cool, and his dog, Quebec. Okay. We were 2 dorm rooms apart, so we always heard each other flush each other's toilets. So anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was fine. And then there was Ramzina. Ramzina is, well, you know what? Let me go back and see if I can remember. Okay. Rob was from Toronto. Dan is from the Washington, D.C. area. Ramzina is from Sacramento, and her dog was Arizona. Then there was that 3?
Yeah, that's.
Unfortunately, one of our students had to go home because her dog just
They didn't.
they had some issues with it.
Yeah.
So the other one, I love this one. Okay, I love this dog's name because it just, when they set you up with a guide dog, they go with a personality.
Yeah.
It does. They paired Terry. A little bit quick background about Terry. Terry's 5'2", and on a rainy day she weighs 100 pounds.
How cute.
She's also a long distance runner, and she
Yeah.
talked more than once about her getting ready to do a 100-mile marathon.
Yeah.
Oh, more power to her, and I hope she does. I hope she keeps me updated and everything like that. Her dog's name, and I love this because, they just match. Her dog's name, Trinket.
Trinket. Oh,
Trinket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's going to be each other's keychain? So
Yeah,
they were great, and I met them. And now I'm going to go a little bit biased here, but I want to do a fantastic and really open arm shout out to my trainer, Kat. Oh my gosh, we got along so well. We just ragged on each other so much so. And the best thing I told her was, I hope you get my wife
Oh, Lord.
because you two deserve each other.
Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome. It was the entire Guiding Eyes staff is fantastic. If you're considering getting a dog with a guide dog for yourself, I would recommend Guiding Eyes for the best. Yeah, I'm saving the best for them.
Oh. Okay.
And of course, there's me. But I'm not going to go there. Shannon, Michelle, Kat, Dan. Dan was hilarious. God, what was his favorite quote? I have the memory of a goldfish. So anyway, you figure out what that is. If you've seen Finding Nemo, I think you can get it. So I mean, oh God, I mean, I met so many people. Our cook, chef, really. Oh my God, Rob,
Robin and
Chef
Rob.
Rob, and Peter, great kitchen staff. They just fed us well. We were guinea pigs for Chef Rob, but doggone it, were we happy guinea pigs? He cooks fantastic. So the whole staff itself was pretty good. And of course, I walked 20 miles training with my new second bestest friend, Jayla. I wanted to introduce you.
She's here.
Stick her head and her nose over the desk and look at the
She's
camera.
here.
She's asleep.
Jayla.
She's at my feet.
Jayla.
Yeah, so I'm not going to bother her. Jayla is a 65-pound black Labrador retriever.
Mhm.
Everybody tells me that she's beautiful. I'm going to take their word for it. She has become so attached to me.
She's a brat. Sorry.
Jealous.
She does not let me get anywhere near Phil.
Jealous.
She's jealous. I'm not jealous of her. She comes and lays on my carpet and unplugs my fan every night. Yeah, she does.
She plots this every night. Yeah, sure she does.
She plots it. She's so smart, though. Oh my God.
She is. Oh yeah.
Don't get me started how smart this dog is.
She is. She's fantastic. I am so in like with her. She's just fantastic, and I'm very glad that I got a guide dog. People were trying to dissuade me from getting one, and if somebody's doing the same to you, I wouldn't listen. Yes, there is a lot of responsibility involved.
It's a lot of work.
But the benefits outweigh it, in my opinion. We were out today on a couple of appointments and everything like this. She did good. Things happen. She wasn't perfect, but it was just great. And
she went to church on Sunday too.
She went to church on Sunday.
She did really well.
Yeah, she was a good kid.
It's like having a new kid.
It was just. Now here's the deal. I'm going to share this real quick. Okay, when Mary and I go to church, we go with her mother, and we form a train. Okay, Mary holds on to her mom. I hold on to Mary, and that's how we get through and from church. Well, guess what? I don't have to do it without because I have Jayla.
I know.
I don't, and this was just so amazing. Okay. Mary's like, where are you? Where are you? I'm like, I'm right here. I'm right behind her.
Phil.
I'm right behind her the whole time because Jayla is doing her job. And see, she's snoring. Did you hear that?
She snores.
She snores.
And she growls and she barks in her sleep and she runs in her sleep. I think that's how she kicks the plug out of my fan on the wall. But anyways.
So anyway, what happened was at church was we're leaving and Mary's again worried and all this. And guess what? I went to the church, and here's the cool thing. I didn't bump into anybody because Jada guided me around them.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic, guys. And at this point, I can honestly tell you that living a blind life without Jayla is something that I don't know if I can ever comprehend again. And she's only been here a week.
A week, yeah.
We're still getting to learn each other, but the reality is she is a fantastic guide. And I hope, you ever get the opportunity to do so.
Do you have paw prints on your heart? You do. I think we all do.
I think you got more than I do.
We're all in love with Jayla already.
She is. She's really a fantastic pal. She really is. So now, guys, what are we going to do in the upcoming year? Who knows? I do, I like to keep bringing in developers to come on the show. If you know of a developer, any kind of technology, someone who provides a service, again, show.tbms@outlook.com. Have them reach out to us, and we'll get them scheduled in. We love having guests on our show because we really get tired of listening to each other. We do it all day long. Why should we do it here?
We're going to try to go to the ACB in Dallas next year, right?
We're planning on it. Yes.
You can meet us in person. Not that that's real exciting, but you never know. You might.
Yeah, if they're going to meet anybody in person, it's going to be Jayla.
You want to meet the dog. That's all everybody wants to do. So.
Okay. Something doesn't look right on the screen. Meg, is everything okay?
We're done.
No, we're not.
Oh.
Meg.
Yeah, everything's fine. Why?
Anyway, so we got 23 coming up. Or 2023,
2020.
Whoa. Okay, so anyway,
funny.
we got the holidays coming up. As usual, we try to take the last 2 weeks of the year off for Christmas. So from this point on, we really, like I said, we want to invite anybody who wants to promote their business to come on. We'd be more than happy to do so. So again, show.tbms@outlook.com. I'm going to keep posting those notices from now until the holiday season ends. So if you want to come on, please do so. You know, what we do here, I don't know about Mary, but I have a fantastic time doing what I do. You know, I've entered a new chapter in my life with Jayla. Who knows where that's going to take me? But the reality is, whether it's Jayla or Mary, I couldn't do it without Mary.
Oh,
You know,
what a liar.
Okay.
Just kidding. I know you're just kidding.
man, I had him sold.
Dang, man. You're such a lot. No. I love you too, baby.
This is who I live with, guys. If you look at the number to 911, you know who to call.
Oh, you'll be fine tonight.
Tonight. I wrote it down. So, guys, again, without you, this show could not
Yeah,
exist.
come on our show. We need guests. I love to talk to people on
Yeah.
the show.
I don't care. You know what? Whether you're a developer, whether you're the service provider, or
Anybody.
just a regular Joe or Joanne.
You just want to talk to us, just to talk to us because we're nuts. Hey, come on. We'll talk to anybody. I love talking to people. This is how I socialize. So come on the show. I've cried. I've laughed. I've so many times with our guests. I mean, I cried so much with Wonderland. I laughed so much with Renee. I love Renee. I had so much time, good time with Katie White on the cruise. I had a great time interviewing my daughter. I mean, it's a great platform to meet people, you know?
It is,
Yeah.
especially with the blind community. You know, I've said it before, and many people probably will not agree with me. I enjoy being blind, and the main reason that I enjoy being blind is the people I've met.
Mhm.
The people that I've spoken to who, despite their vision loss, you know, prevail. And we, you know, despite their, you know,
Yeah.
struggles. I'm one of them.
Yeah, we are. We're both one of them. And coming next year, January, we will have a new song that starts our show. I hope you guys like it because I think it's fun.
We're touching it up.
We're touching it up. We're getting rid of the other one, and we're doing something more towards Two Blind Mice, Phil and Mary. Two Blind Mice. So tune in January for that.
Again,
That's
guys,
exciting.
we can't do it without you. So please get the word out. Let's go to that level where we can monetize, and let's benefit anybody around the world with a free cane and an O&M instructor.
And hey, go out and buy all the Barbies for Christmas and give them as gifts to kids. Let's get some education about blindness to children. Okay, we
I
done?
think we're done.
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
We're done, Meg.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I haven't said goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Next week, we're going to be having Aaron Richmond from Aaron's Opinion Podcast.
Oh, yeah, Aaron's going to be on.
He is a visually impaired person that has his own podcast, and we're going to talk about anything pretty much he wants to talk about. We were fortunate to be on his podcast about a month or so ago.
No, longer because before we went on the trip.
Okay, so longer.
Yeah.
So
3 months ago.
he's going to come on our show this time. We're going to introduce him, promote his podcast.
Mhm.
Again, if you have a podcast that's related to vision loss,
Or any
Feel free to come.
disability, actually.
oh yeah, really,
Any disability.
we can just we'd be glad to come on your podcast, or you're welcome to come on ours. So don't hesitate. So our next show is going to be on June or January or
June?
November.
Pick a month.
I'll get
Phil.
there eventually.
June, November.
It'll be okay. Now that was going to be a special time because of
Thanksgiving?
Aaron's schedule. So it's going to be on November the 11th
Oh, it's
at
next Monday.
7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, it's next
Not
Monday.
8 p.m. That's going to be the only time we're going to do a show at 7 p.m. Central Time because that's how much we like Aaron because
Yeah.
we're going to stop the
He's
world.
got an extra privilege.
Yeah.
No, he's just in New York.
I was probably next door to him when I didn't even know.
All right.
Well, everybody, thank you for
Okay.
being part of the show. Thank you for listening in.
Sure.
We hope we didn't bore you to tears. I hope our stories, keep you inspired. I hope
We
you can
wanna
do the same thing that we can
Encourage you
do.
to travel the world. Open your horizons to new travel because we did. Didn't we?
And I don't want to play favorites, but Rob, Dan, Renzina, and Terry, I miss you guys.
We'll try to put a picture of the dog up online for everybody to see that can see, Black Lab, just picture a Black Lab.
Why can't I have a picture?
65-pound Black Lab.
Why can't I have a picture with him?
You can.
There's a beefcake picture that we took. when I
Oh,
was in-
beefcake?
Yeah.
She's the beefcake, not you.
Everybody,
Bye.
love you.
Bye.
God bless you. Have a good night.
Okay, Meg.
It's the pump button, right?
Dance with my barker.